What's up, guys? So I'm a big Bernie Sanders fan, so I was disappointed to see that he wasn't going to be the Democratic nominee for president. I think he would make a better president than Clinton, so it's unfortunate to see that he failed. But I wanted to explore why Clinton won the nomination, and I think it was due to several reasons. So the first is Hillary Clinton has major name recognition, and I think this is ultimately the reason she won. Everyone knew who she was from day one. They knew her from being Secretary of State, they knew her from being a senator, and they knew her from Bill. So this public knowledge gave Clinton a big head start in the primary, and so for most of the race, Bernie Sanders was forced to play the catch-up game. I think it's ironic that once people got to know Bernie Sanders, they found him more trustworthy and more electable as a candidate. But he's always stuck playing the catch-up game and could never do so quickly enough. I think another reason Clinton won is due to her support in the media. The news most people watch, especially older people, stations like CNN or NBC, for the most part support Hillary Clinton, as she's the establishment's choice for president. So how did the media influence people? They said things like, oh, Bernie Sanders, he's unelectable, even though that wasn't true, as the polls said the opposite. But they just repeated the same statement enough times until everyone believed it. Another way the media influenced people was by saying that Bernie Sanders couldn't win. They repeated this over and over again. And just like the unelectable line, they repeated it enough times until people accepted it as true. So even when Clinton and Sanders were almost tied on delegates, the media would add the superdelegates to Clinton's total to convince people that she was a shoo-in for the win. This had the effect, I think, of making a lot of people who have voted for Bernie Sanders either stay home or vote for Clinton instead. The media also framed Bernie Sanders as a radical. They said he was someone who, if elected, would do serious harm to the country. And I don't think this was accurate at all. But it shows how corrupt our country is, that someone who wants to take money out of politics is seen by the media as a malcontent. Another advantage Clinton had was having the whole Democratic establishment supporting her. She had all the superdelegates declare for her on day one, and she got a lot of support from the party, whereas Bernie Sanders had to fight to get the same. I think there's one other lesson from the primary that we should all spend some time thinking about. And I think it's that even though the system, corrupt as it is making life hard for a lot of people, there are still enough people getting by and making it that they're willing to vote for the establishment choice of president. So there are a lot of people who are struggling and being screwed over by the economic system, which favors the wealthiest at the expense of everyone else. But there are others who are not doing so badly, and there are enough of them that they're not ready yet for a political revolution. But I want to end by saying that even though Bernie Sanders lost, I think he was still very successful in a way, because he had the effect of galvanizing so many people and showing what a real politician should be, and that, I think, is going to have an effect. So maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but soon, people are going to get fed up and take a stand against this system we're living in. People are going to get tired and want to transform a system where only the voices of the wealthiest and the most powerful count. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again.